in the Sly News right here. Going on Mr. Sly Media right here. I know it's late right now, going on about 2 o'clock in the morning, but I like to talk about this photo they just uploaded for the new Superman Legacy movie that the James Gunn directing, part of the new DC universe. Like right here on my shirt, got Superman right here. He just dropped a new photo of Superman, played by the actor David Cornsweet, who's gonna be the new Superman that dons the cape. I know people have a lot of mixed feelings about the photo, about the picture, and all. I think it's okay. It's just like I said, it's the first photo of something. It's not the best Superman costume, but it looks okay. But like they always say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Just because it doesn't look good, the costumes look good, doesn't mean the film is gonna be terrible or it's gonna be bad. People are really throwing too much towards like how the costume look or anything like that. That's not got nothing to do with the movie, with the film or anything like that. As long as the film is good, we care less how good the costume is. And like I said, the costume is okay. It's not that bad to me. It's okay. So in my opinion, I like it. I like the costume. I think it's real good. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this movie because I've just read the synopsis of it. Even the background photo, it seems like it shows a thing of Brainiac, like he's battling out there, but he's not the main antagonist of the film. The main antagonist of the film will be Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Hoult, who I think people more familiar probably with him being the X Men. He played Beast in the original X Men movies and all. So that's the main antagonist in the movie, Lex Luthor. Also, Mr. Riff will be in the movie. Supergirl will be in the movie. Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern will be in the movie. That's making his film debut. Like I said, we got the original Hal Jordan Green Lantern that was played, of course, by Ryan Reynolds. Everybody, of course, wants to forget about that film because how terrible that film was. But we got Kyle Rayner Green Lantern in this film and all. So this movie is filled with a star-studded cast of superheroes. I'm like of superhero characters. So I'm like, okay, wow, this film. So like I said, I don't know too much about it because I want to go on with an open mindset with this film when it comes out next year because it's gonna come out to next year as well. So I want to go on the film with an open mindset because this is something new. This is different DC. Like I said before, I think I did an Aquaman movie review. Like that's that was it. That was the end of that original DCU version with Jason Momoa and Aquaman. This is a full new one with Superman Legacy, and it starts with David Cornsweet playing Superman, with James Gunn at the helm of doing this. So I've talked about a lot in this video, a lot of my videos, how much I believe in James Gunn. He's responsible for Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody knows how good Guardians of the Galaxy was, so I feel like if he did good with Guardians of the Galaxy, he's definitely gonna be able to do good with this right here with a character like Superman, because nobody even knew about who Guardians of the Galaxy were. I didn't myself, a superhero fan myself, didn't know about Guardians of the Galaxy until like James Gunn did it in the movie and the film. So if he can get them characters like that, good and all that, very recognized and well known, I can imagine do with a household name like Superman and Batman and all those characters. But especially with a Superman film, a lot of people are not familiar with Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern. A lot of people are not familiar with Mr. Terrific unless you watch like the Arrow TV shows and all that. But you're not familiar with all these characters, or even Supergirl as well. So I know she was, of course. Well, if you saw the Flash movie, she was in the Flash movie as well that came out last year. She was in that. But if you're not familiar with those characters, nothing like that, because they're not Supergirl and Kyle Rayner's Green Lantern or Mr. Terrific aren't familiar characters. If you're not familiar with those characters, I believe he's definitely going to make them regular names and you're going to remember them in this film. I feel like James Gunn to him, he knows what he's doing. Because this superhero right here, I think determines to me, I think it determines like how long we're going to have good superhero movies out. People are saying, are people getting fatigued with superhero movies? Because like, Marvel's kind of slowing down. Even Kevin Feige just said today, made a statement on Marvel's going to slow down with their movies and TV shows all coming in one year, because I feel like Marvel kind of got too cocky. They were oversaturating with too many television shows and all that. They were like doing too much at one time and all, and they got too cocky with thinking they could just put anything out. And then when it was like trash, you're kind of like, ugh. Especially that Secret Invasion that came out last year. That was, yeah. Some characters like Nick Fury are meant to be side characters and all. Like I said, some Disney Plus shows were good, but like Secret Invasion and Moon Knight, those are ones when I'm just kind of like, you're just watching to see maybe it'll lead to something with another character or something like that. Those are reasons why you probably watch them and all. But yeah, like, so people feel like superhero movies are getting a little fatigued and all. So I believe with James Gunn, this movie has to be great. This has to be The Dark Knight or anything like that. Because to me, The Dark Knight to me is still the best superhero movie of all time. So it don't have to be great like Dark Knight great, but it just if it's just good, if it's just entertaining, and everybody likes Superman Legacy. That's all it takes. It just got to be good. And if it's just good, I believe it'll put superhero movies back up on the market, and everybody won't be saying superhero movies that fell off or anything like that. And definitely will put DC in a bigger light. Because DCU, it has some potential, but a lot of stuff with, with the Batman vs. Superman, the whole thing. But I think, okay, this is what Ezra Miller and they dropped the ball with a lot of films, a lot of movies. And I think DCU, they just kind of got too. It's like they did the same thing. They got too carried away with putting too much stuff out, a lot of stuff, and then end up just oversaturating. It wasn't all good. They were just trying to put out anything, just compete with Marvel. That was the problem. Kind of what the problem Sony's had with the Spider-Man universe. That's why, of course, the terrible Madam Web movie that came out. Why Sony now done pushed back the Oh my goodness, I can't believe off the top of my head. I kept forgetting about this movie, the Craven the Hunter movie, Aaron Taylor Johnson. That's why that movie's getting pushed back by Sony. Because now Sony's getting scared. They're getting a little intimidated because they're like, dang, Madam Web. Everybody hate Madam Web. Let's how we going? You know what I'm saying? How we gonna do? Craven Hunter. Let's hope they like Craven Hunter. Let's push it back right quick to later date. Maybe we can fix some stuff and all. But that's kind of what happens. So hopefully, I believe in Gunn, and Gunn we trust. I believe he knows what he's doing. He's gonna take his time with it and make it right with all these superhero movies with DCU. But that's what I felt having DC. They start putting out too much stuff and try to compete with Marvel. And you see with Marvel, they're struggling now because they start doing too much stuff. So you gotta just make a pace and make it right, and make it make sense. So and all. Which that's why I like what the Sonic franchise is doing right now. They're taking their time with a lot of stuff and all and everything. That's why, of course, like to put out there too. The Knuckles TV show was rated #1 on Paramount Plus. So that's what I'm saying. So like I said, you gotta just take your time and pace it with everything. But yeah, so this, like I said, this movie turns a lot Superman Legacy because if this movie does not do good, it's gonna be back how it was when I was like a little kid in like the early '90s. And I was like a baby almost when like there weren't a lot of superhero movies coming out where like it wasn't until like Blade or Wesley Snipes came out or X-Men came out or when the original Spider-Man came out, the Tobey Maguire was superhero movies finally got off the ground because it just takes that one bad movie that people might be like, man, I give up on superhero movies. They're played out, they're fatigued. I don't want to deal with them no more. So this right here film determines a lot, man. The Superman Legacy. This movie is very, very important. I know people are already not liking the costume because not what they're used to with Superman, but doesn't matter. As long as the film is good and all, I'm interested to see all these characters, how James gonna make work with all these superhero characters in this film. So I'm ready to see how it's gonna work. But like as long as the film is good, doesn't matter how the costume looks. So like I said, this film definitely determines a lot of the future of the DCU, but just the future of superhero franchises altogether. Because I feel like the best Superman out right now, I think is the one with Tyler Hoechlin. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but the Superman and Lois TV show on the CW. I know they changed networks, not the CW no more, but that show right there, that's probably the best Superman I've seen. That show right there. It's kind of like an iteration of Smallville, the character if he was playing Superman. That's pretty much what that show is. I know it's on his last season this summer, so if you haven't watched the original Superman Lois, check out the first 3 seasons before the last season comes out at the end of this year. So, man, that, like I said, that film, I mean, that television show is, if it's something like that, James Gunn can pick up stuff from that and all. I'm like, oh yeah. Even though I know it's just a TV show, but that to me is the best Superman out right now. That right there, that Superman and Lois TV show. That is really, really good. Really, really good show. It's very grounded show too. It's not made too many superhero characters in it as well. It's definitely good. It's definitely a solid television show. So I feel like if they do something like that with Superman Legacy, that'll make it perfect and all. So that's the best superhero. I mean, not the best superhero show, best Superman I've seen right now. The Superman and Lois TV show. So like I said, I hope for the best with this. I know, like I said, I like the costume. Think it's okay, not perfect, but hope this film that comes out next year is good because it just depends on DCU, but superhero movies in general. That, like I said, if that movie doesn't do well, it might be like a real fall off with superhero movies, I should say. And all. And of course, Marvel has Deadpool 3 that comes out this summer. That terms a lot too because Deadpool 3 got to be good as well. So, and all. Everybody's saying they liking the trailers. I'm liking the trailers as well. I did a video on this as well. So if you haven't seen any of my videos, check out that video I did as well on Deadpool and Wolverine trailer that just came out too. So. But let's hope. Let's hope, man, this film is good and all. I'm hoping for it. I know us superhero fans are hoping for it as well. Like I always say, if you like the content, please don't hesitate to hit that like, subscribe button. Comment as well on the video if you like it or not. So, like I said, the name is Sly News now. I just changed up the channel. Just like to put Sly News to make it more. That way, more people can reach out and see my videos by making it Sly News. Like I said, still the name is still Sly Media. I just changed the title of my YouTube channel to Sly News. So, y'all make sure y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe and comment as well on the video. No, but like I said, this is my review. This is my reaction to the new Superman photo with John with the new oh my goodness, I almost pronounced the guy's name wrong. I said John something. Let me say his name perfectly again. David Cornsweet. Oh my, I gotta remember this guy's name. David Cornsweet. Like I said, I haven't looked at everything. Like I said, on this new movie that's coming out, because I want to go in there with an open mind when it comes out next year. Because I don't want to get too excited now. When I'm hearing many characters in the movie now, I'm already getting kind of excited now as well. But I just want to keep it just simple, like, and all that. Just go in there with an open mind, ignore anything about Superman Legacy, because like I said, it's something fresh and something new and all that. But I am kind of excited and all to get my hopes up, because hear about all these characters they got in the film. But like I said, this is my review on David Cornsweet. Showing himself in the photo in the new Superman costume for Superman Legacy that comes out next year in 2025. Like I said, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night / good morning. Just getting up for work. Have a good morning. But like I said, it's good night. I know most people are asleep right now. So y'all be safe wherever you at. It's Sly News right here. I'm out.